The United States is looking for a more useful and effective trade program with Africa, U.S. Trade Representative Catherine Tai said on Saturday, as talks are on the way to update a two-decade-old duty-free initiative. The African Growth and Opportunity Act, which grants exports from qualifying countries duty-free access to the U.S. market, is due to expire in September 2025, with talks focused on renewal and possible reform. AGOA was reauthorized twice before in 2004 and 2015. And Tai is in Johannesburg, South Africa, wrapping up 3 days of talks with Africa trade ministers over the program future and a possible third reauthorization. Tai told journalists that they would like to see this program be more than just a symbolic one, as they would like for it to be more useful and effective. Now, over $10 billion worth of African exports entered the United States duty-free last year under the program. However, in many areas, AGOA, which was launched in 2000, has failed to live up to its promise. And away from that, Uganda's President Yoweri Museveni has downplayed concerns over the expulsion of his country from a special U.S.-Africa trade program. Last week, U.S. President Joe Biden said Uganda and 3 other African countries will be removed from the African Growth and Opportunity Act, citing Uganda's gross violation of internationally recognized human rights. But President Museveni on Sunday criticized the U.S., saying they overestimated themselves and enormously think that African countries cannot move forward without your support. He added that as far as Uganda is concerned, they have the capacity to achieve growth and transformation targets, even if some of the actors do not support them. The U.S. in the latest to take action against Uganda, which in May passed a controversial anti-homosexuality law that includes a death penalty for certain same-sex acts. And now on the foreign scene, licenses for oil and gas projects in the North Sea are set to be awarded annually under government plans. There is currently no fixed period between licensing rounds, but this will change under a bill to be announced in Tuesday's King's Speech. Minister said projects would have to meet net zero target and claimed the policy would guarantee energy security. Greenpeace said oil and gas exploration was backward facing and vowed to fight new licenses in court. Labour said it will honor existing licenses granted before the end of next election, but would not allow any new ones to be granted if it won power. A spokesperson for the Department for Energy Security and Net Zero said the new policy would relate to offshore production licenses. And now China recorded its first ever quarterly deficit in foreign direct investment, according to balance of payment data, underscoring Beijing's challenge in wooing overseas companies in the wake of a de-risking move by Western governments. Direct investment liabilities, a measure of FDI, were a deficit of $11.8 billion during the July-September period, according to preliminary data of China's balance of payment released late on Friday. Now, that's the first quarterly shortfall since China's foreign exchange regulator began compiling the data in 1998, which could be linked to the impact of the risking by Western countries from China amid growing geopolitical tensions. Now, Goldman Sachs wrote that some of the weakness in China's inward FDI may be due to multinational companies repatriating earnings, adding that China's interest rate differentials with developed countries also played a part. It said that with interest rates in China lower for longer, while interest rates outside of China higher for longer, capital outflow pressures are likely to persist. And that's the much we have for you on Business Now at this hour. We'll be back in just a moment for News Now. Please stay with us.